Today we have an unboxing video of Gonza Index by Cogito Ergo Meeple back in 2022. Hi, I'm Kevin Baker and you're watching Shangri-La, my YouTube channel for tabletop board games, birding, and other educational videos. Please like and subscribe as this video was not sponsored by any board game companies. So, now this copy of the Gonza Index will be added to the library of board games that are part of my personal collection that will be used in the library of FlaMinGoCon. And that's our board game convention, the first and still largest Palm Beach County board game convention. Our next Palm Beach County convention will be at the Delray Beach Civic Center. That's on June 7th, 2025. Please come on out. If you're a board game designer and want your board game to be given away as a play to win at that convention, please reach out. Okay, let's take a look at the Gonza Index. Okay, tearing it open. Okay, so the Gonza Index is the most valuable stock market in the Solar 175 universe. The vast market trades shares in all the largest space-based corporations and is unique in having its home in the most exclusive postal code in Yurushi. Okay, trillions of credits move through the machinations of this system every second, making the gatekeepers of this institution some of the richest and most powerful in human history. The volatility of the Gonza Index is legendary, and this flux has led to fortunes of some and the destitution of many. Which will you be? Okay, so it's a fast-paced, dice-chucking stock trading game. It runs about 30 minutes for 1 to 5 players. Okay, let's check it out. We've got the rule book. And we have some nice metal tokens that will be used to judge the current stock price of each of the different stocks. Some nice, very large dice. Yeah. Nicely bagged. I like that. The things are not just flopping around. Definitely save the bags. Each player has their own special type of credit. So they're uniquely shaped. So each person will have their own. So the first player starts out with 1 credit from their supply. All the other players will start out with 2 credits from their supply. And as you roll the dice, when you roll specific symbols, interesting things will happen. Okay, including some events. When an event happens, really put an E on the event for E. This is the event tracker, so you put 1 E on each one of those spots. Okay. Let's tear into this. So there will be, whenever there's an event, this is the event die. 2 of the sides have E's on them. There are no events on the other 4 dice. When you roll an E, you're not allowed to re-roll it. The other dice can be re-rolled 2 times. So 1 initial roll, then up to 2 re-rolls of whichever dice you want. Yeah, but if you roll an E on this one, you have to stop rolling it, and that stays as an E. And then you'll put an E on the event tracker. Once there are 3, the third event happens, then an actual event will be red. There are some really nice cards. That each player gets one card to tell them what the different dice mean. The first thing is this symbol right here, which is take 1 credit from your supply into your available credits to be used. Then the next one is the broker symbol. You can take one of the credits from one of your supplies and place it on one of the brokers. So there will be various brokers in the game, 4 of them at a time. And so those will be out there, and players, if they roll this symbol, can take one of their earned credits and place it on one of the broker cards. Once the third event happens, then there will be actual events that happen, and these are the additional brokers. Those go face down. So these are the different events that can happen. So there will be 4 events in a standard game. You can add more events if you want a longer game, or take away an event if you want a slightly shorter game. So there's flexibility there. So what happens is you'll have each of the different players on their turns will have had the opportunity, if they rolled this symbol, to put one of their one of their credits on a spot for the brokers. So it's like this one did 2 on there, and this one did 1 on there, and 1 on here, and 1 on here. So if the player that initiates the third event gets the tiebreaker, so say this player here initiated the third event, so they would get the tiebreaker. So their 2 credits would go back into the pile of credits that they haven't earned yet. The people that didn't win on that card, they get these back into their supply of credits that they have earned so that they can use them again. They're available later. So this player will win this card. So that goes to this player. The player that won that card. This is just a straight up tie, so neither of them get it. And they get their credits back into their supply of credits that are earned and available to use. And any brokers that didn't get bid on go back to the bottom, and then 4 new brokers are going to come out. There are also changes based on the 4 different types of stocks that are available. So you will know which ones will go up in value and which ones will go down in value based on different events. Okay, so let's open up the stocks. So these are the various stocks. Put the brokers aside for the moment and put out some stocks. There will be 6 stocks available, and the rest will be face down. So what happens is these start out on the white there. So they start out with a value of 1. This one starts at a value of -1. It starts on the white and goes up and down from there. So if you roll the down, then you can move one of these down 1 notch. If you roll the up, you could move one of them up a notch. Now, you'll choose which ones you want to do based on taking credits from your personal supply. If you roll the big C for corporation, for every C that you roll, you can take a credit from your earned supply and put it on one of the corporations. This one's at 0, so you probably wouldn't want to do that. You want to put this one on here because this one's worth 2. So say you have 3 credits on there. Each one's worth 2 points at the end of the game. So that would be 3 times 2 or 6. Okay. And some of the brokers give you end game points. Others give you interesting effects that you can do that are game changing. You can only have 2 of the broker cards in your hand at the end of your turn. So you got to discard down. If not, if you have too many. Okay. And it's a pretty fast-paced game, pretty simple to learn. It moves pretty quickly. There is a limit to how many different shares can be on each of the different companies, depending on the number of players. So you got to watch out for that. But otherwise, I played it once with a bunch of friends and enjoyed it, so I figured buy it. Why not add it to the library? Okay. Well, I hope to see you all in person at the next FlaMinGoCon in Delray Beach, Florida. Be well.